We on the go. Yeah. Another beautiful day.
Look like it's gonna rain.
We ain't got rained on before.
No, well, it ain't. I'm just saying.
You know. That's just their tent right there. That's what that.
My ass. That ain't no damn tent.
But yeah, man. Earlier today, me and Moms was rapping, and one of the things that came up as we was rapping about some parenting, how some of the kids are raising their parents, are telling the parents what to do. How is that? When I was coming up, let me tell one of my parents or one of the elders I wasn't going to do anything, like clean up the house or take out the garbage, household chores, whatever the case may have been. I wasn't going to do it. You do it.
Okay.
Huh. Boy, I had a swole lip.
You know?
Man, shit, my backside have been glowing. For real. My butt have been glowing.
Glowing and toe the hell off.
But, and that's what I see. That's what I see today. I don't know where it came from.
It comes from these parents wanting to be their children's friend instead of their damn parent. You can't parent a kid, or you can't parent a kid if you want to be their friend all the damn time, because they're not going to take you serious. And then you're going to have a kid telling you, I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. Why? Because you've been trying to be their damn friend instead of their damn parent. That's where it comes from.
Because I remember, at one point when I was growing up, I call them my moms, my second, third, fourth, fifth moms.
Mm-hmm.
We all got one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, I can't tell y'all what to do because y'all gonna do it anyway. But what I'm gonna do is whatever y'all do, because I started smoking cigarettes and dabbling in the reefer. I had a little taste of it. You started sipping a little taste. He said, y'all gonna do it? Do it at home.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I ask y'all not to do is, if y'all decide to do whatever y'all gonna do, don't go outside and be a fool with it.
True.
I know y'all cussing and stuff like that. I don't mind y'all using swear words, bad language, cussing, but don't cuss me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool, but even though she gave us permission to do such, I didn't do it anyway. Reason being, if I didn't do it at home in front of my mama, what makes you think I'm gonna do it in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much with anything. Like, my mom's knew I smoked cigarettes. She knew I smoked weed. She knew I drank. But I didn't do it in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If she's sitting across the table and ain't like, yeah, moms, You keep talking. Let me roll this. Let me roll this weed up real quick. Or let me crack this top. Let me pack this cigarette. Let me, I didn't do it in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
If we sitting there holding a conversation or whatever, like even right now today, she know I smoke, but I'm almost 50 years old. I still will not do it in front of her.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing about it. These kids don't have that kind of respect because, like I said, their parents have been too damn busy trying to be their friend instead of their parent. Now, once your children are adults, okay, yeah, you can be friends with them then because, see, what they do then is their own choice. Is there and the consequences behind the choices that they make then are theirs. But right now, when they living under your roof and you paying the bills and you feeding them and you clothing them, you ain't got no fucking choices. Your choices is the ones that I make for you.
Yeah, but because I admit to a degree, moms, she would do certain things. But as I got older in my teen years, I still respected her house to a degree.
Yeah, but these kids nowadays, they don't respect their parents' house because they roll weed in there, they drink in there, and they do everything else in there in front of their parents.
Because I had, like I said, because I had one guy, he smoked weed, his mom smoked weed, his sister, the whole house smoked weed. And they sitting there, they cheap tomahawk with moms. I'm like, man, man, I got to go.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, man, man, it's cool. Yeah, we good. I said, man, and they went to pass the weed to me. I'm like, no, and rest of her soul, she's like, boy, go ahead, hit the weed. I said, no,
I'm Gucci.
She was like, why? What's up? I said, if I don't do it with my mom, why would I do it with you?
Really though. You see. That's what I'm saying.
I ain't your mom, I understand you ain't my mom's, but still, it's the level of respect. Because, and not only that, our family had intertwined. You know what I'm saying? We are intertwined. Everybody knew each other. So, in case something, went left, hey, your boy over here doing something. Your boy over here
doing some shit he ain't got no business doing.
He over here acting a fool. So, like I said, I gave him the level of respect from which I was taught at home first. And not only because of that, like I said, if I don't do it with my family, what makes me think I'm gonna do it with yours?
Because she letting her own get away with it and she don't care. This is why those kids are acting that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is why they're acting that way.
And then, the other part of it is, kids are sitting down in adult conversations.
Yeah, you ain't got no business being in my damn conversation if you ain't an adult your own damn self. Stay in your damn place.
Which was I swear for, man, 1,000, man, before 1,000. Whew, that was a no-no.
You stay in your damn place. You fuck around and catch a backhand. Back in the days, if I did some stuff like that with my parents.
Sitting up and
catch a shoe.
Sitting up in their conversation, getting the ear full. I remember when I came home back in 2010. I'm sitting there rapping with my cousin now. You know, she had the little youngins out there. You know, I'm rapping with them. I look at the, you know, we talking grown folks, we talking grown folk. I look at them like, hey man, won't y'all going somewhere? You know, I pause in conversation. Like, what's up, cuz? I said, you know, they got to go. Oh, you know, they good, you know. Well, them your kids, I understand that. But they got to go. Man, you know, we don't hide. It's certain things, yeah. It's certain, it ain't hiding, but it's not privy for them to know. Not just yet. It's certain things. Kids got they got their own lane. You know, they got their own lane. Adults got their own lane. When you start mingling into the kid lane and the kids mingling into the adult lane, you're gonna have a problem, because them kids gonna think they are grown.
They ain't gonna think they grown. They feel as though they grown because you allowing them to do that kind of shit.
Yeah. But so when you don't nip it in the bud, and then when they get to be teenagers and they get all swollen in the chest with you, now you're gonna feel a certain kind of way.
You should be feeling a certain kind of way any damn way, because, you know what I'm saying, when they little, they gonna start saying, they ain't gonna wait until they get all swollen in the chest. They gonna embarrass your ass out in public because you gonna tell them to do something, and he gonna be like 9 or 10 years old, like little Robbie when he out with his mama and he tell his mama, shut up.
Yeah, which I done seen.
You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to wait until they get to be 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. They're going to get you out in public, and they're going to be doing something wrong, and you're going to try to correct them, and they going to snap off on you. They going to wind up telling you, shut up, bitch. You leave me alone. You can't tell me what to do. What you going to do then? Because you can't really do shit. Why? Because you ain't did shit all this damn time. What makes you think you're going to do something later on in life?
Yeah. And then and the first thing, because like when I was working at Myers, I'm late night, I'm putting cereal on the shelf. The little kid come through, him and his dad, they doing late night shopping. This little snotty nose some gun act a plum fool. I said, damn. So I'm putting the cereal on the shelf. I see it. He look at me. I look at him. He look at me. I look at him. I went back to putting cereal on the shelf. He look at me again. I said, say, man, let me holler at you. The little kid talking about he want a toy. I said, man, let me holler at you. Take him in the parking lot.
Yeah, take him in the parking lot. Take him over there in the toilet paper aisle. There's some loose ones on the top shelf. Just don't let him get out the aisle. Beat his ass with a couple rolls of freaking brawny paper towels for a while. Just beat his ass down.
Oh yeah, what that was? He talking about I want a toy. Man, you know, I finally in the check, man. Come here, man. Let me holler. Let me rap something to you.
Put this bug in your ear.
Man, take him outside. I said, you take him outside, I guarantee you.
Huh, you can use my belt too.
I guarantee you he will not embarrass you again. Cause I seen it in his face. That's why I said something. Cause he beat red. I seen it in his face.
Embarrassed already. Too late to be. My thing is, like I said, it's too late to be embarrassed. See, you let him get away with it all this time. Too late to be embarrassed. See, that's why a lot of people need to keep their damn mouths and keep their eyes and their ears out of black folks' conversations. Because see, when black folks and don't get me wrong, I'm just saying right now, because see, it ain't always been white folks doing this. Black folks have been doing this shit a lot longer than white folks. We invented the ass whooping in a public place. We invented the ass whooping in a parking lot. We invented the ass whooping in a public bathroom. We invented the ass whooping right there in the freaking checkout line. We invented these ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? But right now you got these new age parents who don't want to put their hands on their child because they want to be friends with them. I ain't got time to be friends with you. My job is to raise you so that you keep your ass out of jail. You don't getting shot and killed because a motherfucker think something about you or feel a certain way about you.
I just seen black folks do the same way.
Look here. Like I said, black folks is not off the hook on this one.
Yeah.
But white folks ain't been the ones to step up and put ass whoopings on their kids in a parking lot.
That's why I said he was a white dude.
But like I said,
I told him, I said, man, take him to the parking lot.
Like I said, no, they ain't, because they scared to.
Oh, he took him to the parking lot.
Most of these white folks scared to take their kid to a parking lot, whoop his ass
or
her ass. Okay, that's one.
Yeah, that was just that.
That's
one.
just that one.
When he came back,
what about the rest of them? You know what I'm saying?
About a couple weeks ago, I was in Wally World. I'm in checkout line. There's a lady in front of me in checkout. I should have captured it on. I should have world starred this one. Little kid acted, mommy.
Throwing a temper tantrum.
Boy, why you ignoring me? Boy, I wanted, and the lady looked at me. I looked at the lady. That ain't my business. Because that was me. Let me say, when I was about that age, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, and said something like that, man, I'd have caught a turned ear, a pinched arm, a swole eye in the mouth.
I'd have caught a backhand to the mouth, open palm slap to the back of the head, slap in the face. I'd have got my ass whooped.
Hitting the mouth with a pocketbook, the purse. After the old flip flop that came out,
it was a flat out ass whooping.
The flip flop, the flip flop would have came, the shoe would have came off without you even seeing it. Popped upside the head and right back on the foot, and like I ain't never missed a beat.
It would have just been a flat out ass whooping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's too many people. And like I said, we invented ass whoopings. Period. Okay? The hand to the back of the head, the slap to the face, the pocketbook to the face, the backhand, all that. The thing about it is it all boils down to, if you're trying to be friends with your kid, then their kid is going to grow up with zero to little respect for you and your authority over them. If you're not putting your foot down in the beginning, don't try to put your foot down later on in life.
Okay.
Because all they gonna do is laugh at you.
Okay, you as a parent of 4, 5.
5.
Parent of 5.
Ask them.
I will.
Ask them. I put my motherfucking foot down. Look here, I'm a Marine Corps vet. I chose the route of this. Mm-hmm. You put a belt to a child, sooner or later they get used to that ass whooping. Mm-hmm. You break a child, you can break a child's spirit with constant beatings. Mm-hmm. Then they don't want to do shit when they go to school. They don't want to do shit, you know what I'm saying, with their friends. They just don't want to be out and about or anything else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I chose the route of, I can break your body all motherfucking day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I would put their asses, and you can ask them, I would put their asses in a position where one of them's foot was on the other one's shoulder. So each one of them was holding somebody else's weight over their shoulders. Guess what? Start pushing. When y'all figure out why the fuck you down there, somebody give me an answer. I'm going to sit right here, and y'all better make me sweat.
So, okay.
I'll break a body before I break a spirit.
So in good spirit of chastising, and if that be the correct word, in the chastising, that was your method.
Mm-hmm. And guess what?
Instead of being real,
instead of being real brutal with the ass whooping,
yeah.
Guess what? Mine worked because none of my kids have ever been in trouble. None of my kids have ever been in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
None of my kids have dropped out of school. All of my kids respect me.
Mm-hmm.
Until they are adults,
right.
They know I am dad first. Dad first and foremost. I am your friend second.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these parents don't see that difference. I am your dad first. Okay. I am your friend second. See, when my kids got in trouble at school and the parents called, like, okay, for instance, my youngest son got in trouble at school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And it was a situation where the police were called.
Right.
Okay? Now, they called me before the police even got there.
Mm-hmm.
I asked them to let me speak to my son.
Mm-hmm.
My son got on the phone. I asked him what happened.
Mm-hmm.
He told me his version of what happened. I said, okay. I said, now you telling me the truth. I said, you know I'm at work, right? He said, yes, sir. I said, I am at work. Do I need to bring my ass up to that school to get a truthful answer out of you?
Mm-hmm.
His answer to me was, no, sir. What I'm telling you right now is exactly what happened. My kids are more afraid of me showing up. They're not afraid of what I'll do because they know what's going to happen. You will come home, you will drop to the floor, and you're going to push until I get nice and sleepy.
Okay.
My kids are more afraid of me than they are of the police. My kids are more afraid of me than they are of anybody in our entire freaking neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
The principal was on the phone with me talking about, well, I'm trying to get the truth to the situation. When I spoke to him again, I said, what my son is telling you is the truth of the situation. I told him, my son does not fear you. He respects you because you're the principal.
Mm-hmm.
His biggest fear is me having to come to that damn school.
Mm-hmm.
So if my son tells you something and you call me and you get the same answer, you best believe what he's telling you is the truth. He's not going to be afraid of you. He's going to be afraid of me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't run our household. He ain't got to live with you. He's got to live with me.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's a difference. See, all these kids, they think their parents live with them.
Yeah.
No, I don't live with you.
Because the reason why I asked that, and you chose that method. For some it may work, some it may not.
Nope, true enough.
Some,
But my method has worked on a few kids.
So, but what made you choose that method? Was it that when you was coming up, that same method was, that same approach was,
nope,
was with you,
nope,
on you?
Nope. I got my ass whooped for just about anything and everything I did. You know what I'm saying? You know my brother. My brother did more shit than I did, but I got my ass whooped for shit that I didn't do. That he should have got his ass whooped for. See, the thing about it was getting ass whoopings didn't break my spirit. It just told me that, look, sometimes an ass whooping ain't always the best cause. You got to figure out what works best for your kids.
Right,
and
right.
Being your kid's friend all the fucking time ain't gonna do it, because you can't be their friend 24/7. And sooner or later, you are going to have to parent your child.
Because and almost to piggyback off that, what you said, the parent and being your kid's friend, is because as a friend or being a friend, you would disrespect a friend. Not necessarily all the time, but you would disrespect a friend.
Some people will.
Yeah. Right. Some people. I'm not saying everybody, but some people would disrespect a friend.
Yeah.
Some people will clown a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will, in my famous words, fuck a friend.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a part of my tone of language, but it's true.
Fuck that. Sometimes your language has got to be a little bit harsh in order for somebody to understand where you're coming from.
But that's where, that's where I see it at. That's where I see it at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of these, like I said, I got young family members with a tribe. Some of them got good guidance, some of them don't. Some of them got good upbringing, some of them don't. I see some friends with a tribe, or 2, or 3. Some that don't, you know. Some of them friends, some of them not.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's what I see at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not in their house 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I see. The kid running rambunctious, boy out the bam. You know, if we sitting down, if I pull up and we sitting down having an adult conversation with adult beverages, and your kid sitting right there, I feel some type of way. Because I'm going to look at you like, hey, man, you know what? I'm gonna go.
But as you notice, not to cut you off, as you notice, when you come to my house,
Mm-hmm.
if mine are out there and we're having adult beverages, having an adult conversation, the only reason they stopping is to say, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
And then they moving the hell on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's that, there in itself is that air of difference between what a lot of these people are allowing their children to do versus what a child is allowed to do.
Yeah. 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 Because like I said, you know, and I come to the realization, you know, okay, if your kid, if I pull up and we, you know, just engaging in conversation and your kid stop and standing there,
That mean he eavesdropping.
He eavesdropping, and then I'm like, okay, in my mind, this is what I'm thinking. Like, damn, T, you gonna say something? Not saying no. This is what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. It's for instance. I know what you're saying.
I'm saying, damn, T, you gonna, in my head, I'm like, damn, T, you gonna say something? You know me, nah, you know, it could be something real important. But then again, the child may need something of importance as well. But at the same time, this is your house. You live here. I don't. I'm just a visitor.
You see, when you have a child and if your child needs something, there are 2 parents. If that child sees that one parent is engaged in a conversation with someone, then he should go ask the other one.
Yeah.
Now, if the other parent cannot help them with what they need an issue with or what they have an issue with, then that mother or that father will lean out the door and say, you know, so-and-so, your son needs to speak to you for a second, or your daughter needs to speak to you for a second. They've got an issue. I can't solve it right now, but I think you might be able to. See, that's a whole nother, again, that is a whole nother level of parenting. But if you got a kid that just stops and just standing there, you ain't got an issue. You ain't got a problem. You ear hustling.
Okay.
Because if you got a mother and a father,
Yeah.
and you see your father is busy, go find your mama.
But you know, but that just, like I said, that's just my opinion. That's what I see. Yeah, and that's what I, you know, and that's what I see, you know, for the first, you know, as damn, maybe lose my train of thought.
That's all right. We know where this conversation was going.
But that's what I see, you know what I mean? And I see it often.
Mm-hmm.
I see it often, you know, and I'm like, okay, well, he hustles. Okay, well, you know, maybe he trying to soak maybe he trying to sponge a little wisdom, a little tutelage.
There are certain conversations that you
Like-
might allow your children to sit in on.
Yeah, like with your boys, you know, I talk shit and drop a gem every once in a while, but just, you know, all in good nature.
But my boys know. You know what I'm saying? You will see it. If we start getting into a certain kind of a conversation, my boys will excuse themselves and get the hell on out. The whole, be it my boys, be it my daughter, be it my wife, they will all. You know what I'm saying? They will all bounce around and allow us to have a conversation, or whatever conversation we decide we're going to have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, there's certain conversations, be it a wife, a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, a significant other, partner, whatever the case may be, that you just, as a guy, you don't want to be privy to. You know what I'm saying? Your girl, your wife, or your significant other, or whatever, is having a conversation.
Oh, I bounce. They
Bounce the fuck out.
Man, look, man, I move around fast. Phew.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I walk in the house. I see. Well, you know what?
Pew. Yeah. So that's the whole thing. But you know what I'm saying? Not to get off topic. The thing of it is when you want to be more of a friend to your kids, expect to be disrespected. You cannot, when you are raising your child, you cannot be that kid's friend. Not at that time. It's too much shit. It is way too much shit out there for them to get fucked up in because you want to be their friend.
Yeah.
Like sitting around drinking, sitting around smoking, sitting around rolling up in the same space that they in. No, you have to teach your kids boundaries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
There are children spaces where children have children conversations. There are young adult spaces where young adults have young adult conversations. Then there are adults where adults have adult conversations, and y'all are not allowed. Yeah. An adult is allowed in every conversation you won't ever have in your damn life as a kid. Why? Because we done been through it already. This is those times where you gonna need help. You gonna need guidance. You gonna need somebody to tell you whether you done wiped your ass forward and got shit on your nuts, or wiped your ass backwards and took it up your back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Allow a child to stay in a child's spot. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? There is no friendship with me and mine until you reach adulthood. You go off to college and do your thing in college and come back home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You will notice the difference in the way conversations are held between me and mine. You know what I'm saying? My boys graduate from college or whatever the case may be. Conversations become different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get that life experience under your belt. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You get, you know what I'm saying? You get some life battle scars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a whole different ball game.
Okay.
So, you know, otherwise, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, like I said, you know, that's what I see. And that's one of the conversations that me and Miles was having today. You know, as far as kids raising the parent, because, like I said, I done seen it. I seen it way too many times.
They allow them to.
Yeah. Man, you watched the game last night. Man,
Okay.
Bucks got their man tore out the frame.
Whew. I got home late. I had to work, bro. I was still at work. I got home late, and I think the game was already on.
Man, they tore out the frame.
I ain't worrying about it, man. We blew Miami's ass out anyway. This is the first 2 games of the season.
Oh yeah.
I'm not worrying about that at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even. I mean, I chalked that one up.